Are you planning to move to New York City with a tight budget of $1 million? Well, what can you get for $1 million in this economy? Hello and welcome to Luxury Living NYC. I'm Erin Wheelock, a part of your global real estate team of choice, the Wheelock team at Keller Williams. In this video titled, What Does $1 Million Get You in New York City in 2024? We are deep diving into what moving to New York in 2024 means for people who have a tight budget of $1 million. Stay tuned, as a bonus tip is waiting for you at the end. And let's not waste any more time, let's get started. Let's start with an overview of the New York City real estate market. The typical home price and cost of living in New York City in 2023 was $764,000, which was a little less than the high of $782,000, but it's now at $785,000, and this is early 2024. In New York City, home prices have gone up by 16% since before the pandemic. And to be clear, this is covering all 5 boroughs, not simply Manhattan, which is what most people think of when they hear New York City. So this shows that your budget of $1 million is going to be more than sufficient to get a good quality house in New York City. But there are certain factors you need to keep in mind when you buy a home in New York City, and the most major of them is the area that you buy the home in. There are 5 boroughs in New York City, so let's talk about them one by one. Starting with number 5, let's talk about the best Manhattan. Obviously, finding a $1 million home in New York City is, or in Manhattan specifically, is next to impossible. The high demand and limited space push property prices way above $1 million, even for small homes. But if you're looking for alternatives under $1 million in Manhattan, there are some options that are worth considering. So co-ops, these are the most common types of apartment ownership in New York City. Instead of buying the apartment, you're actually purchasing shares in the building's corporation, giving you the right to occupy a specific unit. Co-ops are generally more affordable than condos, but the application process can be tougher. Boards can also approve or reject potential buyers based on factors that they decide and they don't tell us. Anyways, condos. Condos are different from co-ops in that you own real property. Pro tip, this is why condos almost always show square footage, because they actually have it because you're owning that real property, versus co-ops, which you're buying shares in a corporation. And an agent can actually be held liable if they advertise a number online that someone, like let's say an appraiser, finds a conflict with in the future. So this can make financing and selling easier, but condos do tend to be pricier than co-ops because of the flexibility that you get with it. Coming in at number 4, let's talk about Brooklyn. Unlike Manhattan, finding a home under $1 million in Brooklyn is definitely doable. Here's a breakdown of the different types of homes you might find. Brownstones. These classic Brooklyn townhouses are known for their red brick exteriors and high ceilings. They usually have several stories and offer plenty of living space. These options make living in New York City worth it. Multi-family homes. These are houses divided into multiple apartments. You might find a 2-family or 3-family where you can live on one floor and rent out the rest for additional income. Single-family homes. These single-family homes sometimes come with a private yard and offer the most privacy, obviously. Depending on the neighborhood, you could find anything from a fixer-upper to fully renovated home within your budget. Condos and co-ops, see the previous explanation. Coming in at number 3, let's talk about Queens. Queens offers a wide range of housing options compared to Manhattan and Brooklyn, making it much more likely to find something for under $1 million. Queens is quite likely to make your dream of $1 million home in New York a reality, and here is a breakdown of the types of homes you can expect. Detached houses. Single-family homes with private yards are common in Queens, especially in neighborhoods like Glendale, Bayside, and College Point. Prices can vary on the size, location, and condition of the home. Semi-attached houses. Like Brooklyn, Queens has many semi-attached homes, particularly in areas like Douglaston and Little Neck. These homes strike a good balance between affordability and privacy. Tudors. Tudor-style houses featuring decorative half timbering and brickwork are prevalent in neighborhoods such as Forest Hills and Kew Gardens. These charming homes are typically more expensive than other options. Cape Cods. These single-story houses with pitched roofs and dormers offer cozy, manageable living spaces and are another common style in Queens. Condos and co-ops. While less common than houses, Queens does have co-op and condo buildings, particularly in areas experiencing new development like Long Island City, full of condos, and Flushing. Moving on to number 2, let's talk about the Bronx. Finding a $1 million home in the Bronx is even more possible, and you will have more options within your budget compared to some of the other boroughs. Here's a look at the homes you can find. Again, we have detached houses. We know those single-family homes they're widespread in the Bronx, particularly in Riverdale and Pelham Gardens. Prices can vary depending upon the home size, location, and again, of course, the condition. Semi-attached houses, you already know what those are, and you're going to find them in areas like Throgsneck and Park Chester. 2-family homes. These homes are are great, again, for that first-time buyer that wants some rental income while they're building up their equity. Great idea, by the way. Colonial style houses. The Bronx features some beautiful neighborhoods with colonial style houses with symmetrical layouts and center halls. These can likely be found in areas like Fieldstone and Kingsbridge. Last but not least, I'm going to tell you about Staten Island. And basically what I'm going to tell you is that it's going to be the most affordable. I don't know anything about Staten Island except if you want to see the Statue of Liberty but you don't want to get on the ferry, you just take the ferry to Staten Island and you get right back on. Don't get off. You get right back on it and then you come back. And that's all I'm going to tell you about Staten Island. Bonus tip, as promised, the bonus tip is to explore emerging neighborhoods. The New York neighborhoods and homes are lively options compared to the million-dollar homes around the world. Discover small hidden shops, hidden gems, and a strong sense of community in Brooklyn, Queens, or the Bronx. See for yourself how the city changes as empty spaces are turned into cultural hubs. Forget the guidebook and enjoy adventure of discovering New York City's changing landscape. Every corner holds the possibility of finding something new and connecting with other people. Well, if you like this video and would like to see more content, click on the boxes on the screen. Once again, my name is Erin Wheelock and I'm a real estate professional in New York City. And if the Wheelock team with Keller Williams New York City can ever serve you in your real estate needs, my contact information is in the description box below. And if you want to keep receiving real estate updates for New York City, please make sure to subscribe and follow me here and on all my other socials. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Remember, and we here at the Wheelock team would always love to be your global real estate team of choice. Bye guys.